Hello, this is Robert Goodman for Positive Strokes, staying clean from YouTube. I'm so happy that you have a little time to check out what I'm about to talk about, and I want to talk about relationships. Someone that you love and you care for, that you choose to spend your life with, relationships. First thing that I learned is that Robert is an imperfect person. Robert is not perfect. Robert makes mistakes. Matter of fact, there's not a human being on this earth that is perfect. We all make mistakes. So, being in a relationship, the person that I love and I care for, I must understand that they're going to make mistakes just as well as I'm going to make mistakes. There is no straight formula for a relationship because everybody's different. Everybody's relationship is different. Everybody is not the same or act the same or have a relationship that is the same as somebody else. So every relationship has to find their way. Every relationship has to find their own way. Well, first thing I've learned is that since I'm an imperfect person and I do make mistakes, that means I have to work on Robert on a daily basis. And I must make myself be the best person that I can possibly be. When I make a mistake, my focus should be on the solution and not the problem. We must be humble enough to look at self without feelings or emotions, but by facts and my actions. And when I do that, and I'm cleaning my house, then I'm able to make the right changes in my relationship. And that goes the same for my partner. Also, we have to learn to live together, to respect each other, living in the same house. Just because we love somebody doesn't mean that we have to smother them, but allow them to be who they are and allow them to show you the love that they have for you by allowing them to be who they are. And you're going to get upset. You're going to get mad. You're going to go through changes. They're going to do things that bother you. But at the bottom line, all that could be taken care of with constant communication. Honest communication to each other with respect, not mudslinging, not throwing negative, not throwing past actions on them, but to look at the problem at hand as it is and come up with a sound solution to the problem together. When you allow a person to be who they are, you see the beauty that they have. You get to see the love that they have for you by allowing them to share who they are with you. They're letting you see you on the inside naked with all the flaws, all who you are, what you're about. You're giving yourself to that person and letting them see all of you. Now, when a person sees all of you, it means you have the power to push their buttons because you know what they like, what they don't like. You know what things will hurt them. You know things that will belittle them, make them feel less than. You will know all these things. But if you have love and respect for that person, you would never use them things against them. You would help them grow through all the situations that they couldn't handle, to help them walk through that pain, to come on the other side, to forgive those that harmed them and they have harmed others, and to move on and let a power greater than themselves restore them back to where they used to be. This is an ongoing process. This is something that is just not over once. It's a daily process for the rest of your lives. I remember talking to this couple that had been married for 50 something years. And it's so funny. They read each other so well. It's like mind boggling. They can talk to each other without even saying anything. That's so in tune and how close they are. They love and respect each other. They may not agree with things that the other person does, but they respect them and they show the love and consideration. My great grandfather told me, he said, when my great grandmother acts up, pack me a bag. And I'll be ready to come back home when she's back to herself. So what he was telling me is that I'm not going to sit up and argue to make a situation worse. If my partner's feeling such in a bad state or is not themselves, then sometimes they need space so they can regroup and come on back in. Because each person deals with pain and trauma a different way. Each person does. The funny thing is, the more I learn about myself, the more I find out that I have no power over nothing else but myself. I have no power over people, places, or things. The only person that I have power over is Robert for his actions and his deeds. So, by me knowing this, it doesn't matter how much I love a person, I only have control over me. This is me. That person that loves me say, this is me. This is what I can bring to the table. You say, this is what I can bring to the table. And the rest we'll work on together. See, when they say till death do your part, that's saying that no matter how bad the situation is, no matter how devastated the situation is, we taking a vow to figure it out together. We're going to work through this together. We're not going to let people, places, or things divert us from our primary purpose of having a sound and a solid relationship. I know sometimes things can get feel like you can't handle it, so you want to get on the phone and call your girlfriend and just tell her you need somebody to vent with. When you do that, you're bringing another person into the relationship that's between you two. You might think that you may be getting sympathy from this person, but this person might say, shoot, you men don't do half the stuff as this man do for you. I don't know what's wrong with you. You must get, I don't know what's wrong with her. He need to be with me. I know how to treat him. And once that thought gets in the head, that person is on a altogether different page, designed to destroy your relationship. You don't sit and badmouth the person that you sleep with to somebody else. You don't do that. You don't want nobody to do that to you, so why would you do that to somebody else? Slander the person that you sleep with. And then you still sleep with her. And you say, oh, everything's good now, but you don't slander her name. People look at you and say, what's wrong with this man? What has she got on him? I don't know what she be doing to him, boy, but I want to check her out. She might be putting that thing on him. There you go. You done started somebody else coming into your business because they just get a scene, look at the situation in that type of light. Putting your business in the streets. I learned in a relationship is that the two people that are in the relationship is the ones that need to talk to each other. Need to have a sound form of communication with respect and love. No mudslinging, stating facts, finding a solution together, and work through it. It's just like, why would I beat up a woman that I love? And she looking all beat up all the time. Black eyes, I can't walk right because of broken bones. And oh, it doesn't make sense to me. If you love your partner as you love yourself. Love her like you love yourself. Love him like you love yourself. And if both parties do that, everybody's covered. There's no arguments, less arguments. Basically, you can have a disagreement. That's good. Two opinions voicing two opinions that don't agree on something. That's okay. It's good. That's good for the mind. Work the mind. But you gotta respect the other person's point of view and where it's coming from. Not to come out and say, well, I know my way is right. Well, you don't know what you talking about. No, no, no. We both have two different points of view. It's just like I've been in management and I can give 10 people the same job and they'll do it 10 different ways, but the job still gets done. That means everybody looks at it in a different way, but it still gets done. So relationship is a daily job. You choose to be with that person. You've been with that person for years. So, what are your steps to make your life better than the year before? What did you do to make your life better than last year? When did you overcome obstacles that you did last year to make this year a better year? Ask yourself. See, we don't, me and my wife, we don't argue. We don't argue. We have discussions. I listen to when she's expressing herself. She listens when I'm expressing myself. See, I used to be on my own. So it made it hard for me to express myself because I never had to express myself to anybody. Because I had a whole lot of trust issues. But that's me. I had to work on Robert so I could be a better person. I work on Robert, I'm better in my relationship. I work on Robert, I'm better with people, places, and things. But I have to work on me. Why? Because I'm imperfect. You imperfect. So you should work on you. I should work on me. And we're better. Our lives are better. Less stress, less everything. I also learned that I have to guard my peace. I have to guard my peace. My peace, yeah, my home. My home is where my peace is at. Where the outside world noise and situations is out there, but I'm home where I can release myself from the pressures of the outside, let the mind and the body rest in a fashion that I can express my goodness and my best qualities to myself and others. But if I have nowhere to protect my peace, then I'm always in a defensive mode. I'm always defensive. I'm always defensive. I'm not offensive because I'm always defensive. But if I have some peace, then I can create an offense. So understand that only you and your partner is the ones that can work on having a good relationship. Ain't nobody else on the outside. You two have to come together. You two got to find out what works for y'all, what you both need to do to make it better. And it has to be a mutual understanding. Because if you want to make it to 50 and 60, you got to work together. And you know what? The funny thing is, when you allow a person to be who they are and to express their love to you, you will definitely be blessed in ways that you probably thought you wouldn't be. Because they're showing you their love and their appreciation in their own way. And you're accepting it just as you will express your love in your way. They will accept it and they will appreciate it because they see who you are. They really look at you. This is Robert Goodman for Positive Strokes. You staying clean on YouTube. I just wanted to share about relationships. Uh, Something to think about. And remember, it's on YouTube. And there ain't nobody else Y'all have to figure it out. You two. No one else. You two. I found out when I go by other people's advice and then because it worked for them, it'll work for me. I learned that in recovery. I had to find out what works for Robert to stay in my right mind. I had to find out my faults about Robert. I had to find out what I was strong in, what I was weak in. I had to look back at the past to see who I was and why I acted the way I did. And as I did all these things, I became a better person. And as I became a better person, then I was able to handle a relationship and to become a better person in a relationship. So the bottom line is that focus on yourself, make yourself a better person, and watch your life flourish. You have a great day.